and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to another week of Formula Sundays. Tonight we are in Brazil. I am not entirely sure what we're gonna witness tonight, but we are gonna witness at least some very fun stuff. Fanta back on the grid. Oh man. It's another one of the drivers I dearly missed in the chat for the last few races, and glad to have him on board again. Fabian in the chat this time around. Yep, rain, big surprise in Brazil. I feel like there's never a race without any. Not sure if it's wet in the race as well. We of course don't get to see the weather. Also not sure who is missing. Apparently. Well, I did not read through all the Discord, given there were like 200 plus messages from an hour ago, so I'm gonna tab out. Yeah, Astral is... Hi. What the hell? Oh, MQ has joined. Okay, so MQ is missing, and I think Lewis was gonna join eventually as well. I am not sure. At least he was pinged and didn't answer. Janneman retired. There is a Red Bull on the wall, apparently. Not sure if Janneman retiring is a voluntary action. Little bro finally moved out. He is now 2 days into his new apartment, and I'm not sure if his internet works out. Let's hope, for the sake of the race, that it does. But yeah, for now, seemingly not. Yeah, what is my suspension, man? It's been a while since I've been suspended. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously Astral would ask a knowledgeable caster about car setups, right? Like, surely I know my stuff. Yeah, no. We'll see if Kingsman knows his stuff first, I guess. He's gonna set the first target time, 1:18.5. I mean, given that you can really drain your ERS on these, with this new ERS mode, how it is, not really possible anymore to go for multiple laps consecutively in the rain. Oh, Merc retired as well, in the pits, apparently. So maybe that's gonna be an issue. Okay, Fanta said he was gonna flex on us, and he immediately bangs out a provisionally fastest lap. Nicely done by him. Let's see if Hansen can beat it. Nope. Currently a good bit down. Who else are we gonna watch? Emil's? I guess Emil's is a valid attempt. And MQ has joined again after being DNF'd apparently already. I'm not entirely sure. This may be a connection issue that these three weren't there. Messi Fields over the line. 1:18.3 is enough for P6 for now. Seagull is currently sitting in P4. I was about to look around and see if he was still on a hot lap because he wasn't on top yet. But, oh, he's been beaten out. slightly by quite some people. Oh my god. There he is. Okay, yeah, never mind. I didn't say anything. Eagle domination is not over yet, boys. In fact, it seems to be very well back on the menu here. Unless, oh, okay. The others are driving still too. Yeah, there comes Sid. Still 0.4 down, but at least in the 116s now. So it does look like you can chain some laps. Astral P6 here as well. Oh boy. That is a decent first lap for him, beating out Martin, who has been so strong in the past few qualifyings. I think we just saw Glensalk jump to P4. Nope. Pretty sure that wasn't it. He's gonna jump up to P2 though. Very nicely done. It must have been Cherry then who jumped on the board, I guess. Let's see, Flavio here has the ERS off. It's still very weird, I think. Especially right now. You see some of the people still throwing their car into the turn a lot in these turns. I'm not sure if they are just like better for that, but yeah. Flavio, I think, is it his first appearance this season? It might be actually. Oh, Sid here, beating out Seagull by half a second. Those inters seem to get better and better as qualifying goes on. Or the conditions are just getting better, honestly, because I see less and less raindrops here. Ah, okay, honestly it might be dependent on where you look at it, because they pretty much vanish if there's much grey sky to be seen. If you have like other backgrounds, you see that there's still more. Okay, Flavio is like almost trying actively to not stay on track here. Well, his 128 has been his second outlap, presumably. Curious to see what his first actual lap is gonna look like. Oh, Seagull predictions is what I'm being referred. I don't know. I may have a look at those in a bit. So from what I can gather here, last week he predicted MQ to DNF and he got second, so yeah, Flavio is having a little bit of trouble trying not to lose his car. And also he did not use a lot of ERS unless you literally use the entire battery on the start-finish curve. Let's see, 118.3 is enough for 12th now, just thousands behind Martin. Let's see, Fanta. Oh, Fanta is on a good lap. 0.2 up currently, is not enough to make a position. But a sizable PB regardless, unless he can gain even more here. 0.7, okay, that puts him to a 16.4-ish. He can gain a little bit in this last sector as well, which presumably he can because he still has a lot of energy. Might be a very good one. Oh yeah, 16.1 is just behind Sid here. Probably gonna need a charging lap. Go with Kingsman here. Oh yeah, Kingsman has ERS completely off. I'm not sure if that's like a tactic or if he's just on a charging lap. Solar here, invalid lap right there. Anyone on out laps who's starting their lap soon? Astral? Yep, Astral just into his next attempt. So guys, how are you coping with the long F1 break? Is it just cold turkey Formula Sundays is doing the trick? or astral invalidation here. I don't know, I feel like there hasn't been a race in forever, and it's probably still... Wait, is it next week, or is it even in 2 weeks only? The withdrawal is getting to me. I need content to talk about in safety cars and qualifyings. Well, or we just talk about what we see on screen here. I think Randro is on a very decent pace. 1.1 seconds. This is 16.4 at least if he can keep it up here. Gonna jump. Probably Seagull as well here. Okay, that was a weird snap. And there we have it. Minus 1.3 seconds. Almost getting to Fanta as well. Getting a little bit more bunched up there towards the top again. Watch Seagull slams its time in his next attempt. I'm not entirely sure if the track just got better or if it's actually better to drive multiple laps. Oh, Cherry on pole, provisionally. Get the camera. I mean, to be fair, Cherry is cooking recently. I mean, he did have a little bit of an unfortunate race last time round. But he could have gotten second with a little bit more luck there with the last safety car and time penalty. So yeah, Mansell here invalidating, but he would have gone into the mid-16s as well. Let's see Seagull here. 0.2 down currently off his PB. Also not using any ERS anymore. Just gonna go for another outlap here. Who else is out? Martin is someone we could watch. Oh yeah, Martin's just behind Seagull as well, so we will watch the end of his lap here. And then jump to Seagull as soon as he starts his next actual lap. Okay, little drift here by Martin. I was about to say presumably not very fast, but then... Okay, I mean, I guess Martin still has a lot of room to improve. He's currently not 2.3 seconds behind the pace. So let's see how close he's getting with this. 16.8. At least enough to put him back into the top 10. And let's have Seagull then. After... who did improve? I think Kingsman did just improve. Out of time. Oh, Glenselk here, 15.5. That is one hell of a PB. 0.4 ahead of everybody else. Seagull needs, yeah, a second improvement pretty much. So if we see that 0.8, 0.9 at the end of Sector 2 is probably promising. Oh my god, 1.3 seconds, okay. So Seagull is potentially aiming for 114 here. If his last sector is better as well. And I think he's having it mid 114, okay. That's just an entire second clear of everybody else. Not sure if this was just an absolute banger of a lap. Or if it's just mega Jova for everybody else. Sid here has found 0.4 in the first 2 turns already, so, or 3 turns rather. Maybe he's gonna be able to improve a sizable amount as well. I mean, 0.4 would already be enough to put him P2. Well, not anymore. Fanta with a 14.9. Or 1.1 seconds. Okay, that is a 14.8 currently if he does not improve in the last sector. Not sure why he's not using his ERS here, honestly. I think you should probably spam overtake. But okay, 14.7. Not sure if using overtake gives you 2 extra tenths. But he seems to not be doing it in favor of getting more laps in. I feel though like in the end, if you want to compete with Seagull on his best day, you probably need the extra energy per lap. Seagull back into the pits. Likely gonna have one last attempt. If he chooses to do so. Don't think it's gonna be enough for softs by the end. It's still raining pretty much here. Let's see. Can Sid improve again? He needs 0.2. Almost there. If he can get a better exit here. Yeah, I mean, he did have a lot less wheel spin than last time around. So this could have been the better exit. But then again, he has so much energy. Okay, well, it didn't matter apparently. He could have just used some of it. Could have been very beneficial for him. We will have a look at Cherry here, setting up his... That's not the final attempt. He's gonna have another one potentially. He abandons early enough and has ERS to spare. So into turn 1 we go. Very tricky one. Not ideal for Cherry here. Ideally, I mean, there's so much time in this Senna S. It's kind of crazy. He's 0.1 up after this one. Needs a good bit more to find some actual positions. Into the middle sector here. Yeah, I kind of really hope it's dry in the main race, but yeah. Oh, Sid coming through with a provisional pole position. Seagull is on the outlet though, so there's one more chance. I think in front of Cherry here. This was probably Kingsman who spun. So, Cherry, last chance here. And it's gonna be a 15.3. This gives him 2 positions if I see that correctly. Let's get with Seagull again, as he is probably the main contender for the pole position at some point. At this point, I think Glensalk should cross the line at any second. Yep, and he improves, but only by a tenth, so he does not actually gain a position. One of the Red Bulls coming over the line now. But oh no, it was Flavio, I think, who improved by 2 seconds, 16.3 now, up into P10. And I think Hansen did improve as well there. Let's see. Seagull 0.08. That is not enough to catch Sid. Needs a stellar last sector, but honestly, really only traction out of the last corner. Otherwise, you don't really gain or lose any time there. Kingsman makes a little jump up the row, and Seagull stays right where he is. Maybe Martin is still going. Yep, Martin is still on a hot lap. Let's see it. 15.9. That is just a little bit slower than his PB. Last 2 drivers who are currently going is Sid in the Alpine, who is driving slowly back into the pits. And oh, I wasn't meaning to watch Glensalk. Oh, Cherry, who is on an invalid lap as well. So this is the quali positions as we're gonna see them in the race. There is no penalties this time around, which is nice to see. Yeah, it's just last year's Ferrari starting from the last row. I'm not sure if that's gonna help them or hold them back a lot. We may see. So, Sid on pole once more. Seagull, the two, on the front row yet again. Fanta making a banging comeback here onto P3. Lauda finally showing the promised pace. As Cherry here once more gets a good quali finish ahead of Glenn Selk, who was contending for the top spots in the last few races. I think Randro, Kingsman, Emils Martin, all of those names were not that far behind. And then, of course, we have the unknown variable of MQ and Jannemann starting from the back. Oh, Lewis is typing right. I mean, I guess if he joins right now, might still be alright, but I think... Okay, yeah. He does not have his rig build up yet. Oh, they're saying let's cook. Go ahead. It is dry weather apparently, unless it's changing conditions. But what do I know? So that's promising a nice little fight. I think Sao Paulo, Interlagos here, is one of the best tracks for racing. Most of the middle sector can be taken side by side. DRS zones are plenty, and they have nice corners to go side by side into or to make overtakes into at the end of them. And honestly, I don't know. It only created banger races when we were here with the real F1. But to be fair, honestly, I feel like most of the season finales or most of the iconic races were like season finales. Like the Vettel comeback after P1 spin here, kind of crazy. But then again, so was like Abu Dhabi with Verstappen, or even one of the Vettel championships. Was just tension until the very end. So, soft, medium, and Merc as a single hard runner. Very interesting. Okay, even the game tells us, yo, this is soft medium territory or soft hard. So yeah, I think then at latest we can really see this as a one-stopper. It's gonna be a one-stopper. I'm not entirely sure how many laps these are even. Because I know Interlagos is like a lot. The lap after all is only 1 minute 10 ish. Probably a bit less. In the very end, I mean, race pace wise, it's about 110. Yeah, we're gonna see. Sid with the softs will have the advantage in the start, so it's gonna be Glenn Selk. Hansen and Flavio there in 10th and 11th, surrounded by a lot of other medium runners. Wonder if they can take an advantage here. Seagull almost binning it on the grid. As we have the drivers lining up. Martin and Hansen can't park. And neither can Solar. So, everybody is lined up. Can we? Can we go? Or not? Um, Chat, are we cooked? Did everyone just like leave? What the hell? Okay. Yeah, we have exhilarating gameplay here. The drivers really are head to head. All of them are probably split up by less than a second from P1 to P18. Absolutely thrilling race right here. Yeah, honestly, who will cross the line first? We will never know. Nobody's crossing anything. It's yeah, it's Jova. The last who retires wins. Yeah, this is just a staring contest. Yeah, I expect we restart, right? English or Spanish, yeah. Well, should have probably grabbed a screenshot of the quality results or something. Problem. Astral does lobbies these days. I'm free. I have unread mail. Oh, thank you. Unclaimed rewards. Lovely. Give me the insight. Yes. Was not. Go. Hey, Laura is my actual friend now. Going to the lobby. You need to tell her. I'm sure he's figuring out. What? We will start with no formation left. Oh god. Full turkey, huh? Also not entirely sure if I have the copyrighted music still on in the games. I'm tapped. Or if I just... You can still hear me, which is honestly... I don't know, maybe I should just myself and leave the music running. Oh well. Season 3 of the Podium Pass, apparently. F2 elimination mode. Oh god, what is this game cooking when you're not looking? Need to go to the gym. No, just like... Just turn your forced feedback up to 100, and then FS is your gym. You just wrestle the wheel for an hour. Easy peasy. But yeah, so do I, honestly. I mean, I do even have my stuff set up here, but whenever I have the time to do anything in free time, I don't want it to be working out. I don't know. It's so boring. Naja. So, what other things can we talk about while we're waiting? Invite received. Hell yeah. Zack. I've been to the world's biggest board game expo today, where Yapsinio has been working for a board game publisher. It was a very interesting experience. I did not expect it. Like, first of all, I didn't know it was the world's biggest. And then I kinda, like, did not expect it to be that big. It was very interesting. Martin came up to surprise Astro the other day. It was cute. Oh, that is really cute. That is lovely to hear. I mean, yeah, honestly, wait. I mean, I was about to say, like, in England, you can, like, pretty easily go to one or another's place, but I'm not even sure if England is, like, bigger than the middle European countries. I thought it was a little bit smaller. But I suspect, like, I don't know. You probably, like, can still live pretty close by. Even though, no, isn't, like, Martin English and you guys are in Scotland? Took him 10 hours to travel up. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, I've not said anything. Yeah. Fun. So wait, who's missing? MQ's missing? Let's try to get MQ in. Bah. Da. And I think Noah was the other one missing just until now. Martin is from the bottom of England. And you live at the Scotland. Okay. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. I'm not that deep into English geography. I might go to London in 4 weeks to watch the League of Legends Worlds Finals if I get tickets. But yeah, at some point I will go Scotland. I've never been that far up to the north. Been a while, honestly, since been in like another country. I mean, short trips to Denmark, but my aunt lives like at the border, Germany, so like not really going to another country. It's just like going there to visit and then make like a day trip. I'd love Scotland, especially where we live. Honestly, I'd love to like live further in the north. Like generally, not only within Germany. I mean, of course, I wouldn't mind living at the sea in the north. But yeah, Cologne is just like it's so big. The air is just like always. I don't know. It's humid. It's warm. It's kind of annoying. I kind of like the rough weather. For the northwards. But yeah, I'd love to see Scotland at some point. I loved Ireland, which is like probably like similar climate and such. Um, and yeah, I'd love to experience that part of the UK as well. Mm, the coldest frick up here. Yeah, that's what I love though. I hate warm places. I'm always warm. Give me colder climate. The best thing. You can always dress more, but you can't undress more at some point. But yeah, I kind of believe it's beautiful there. Isn't it like also known for like a lot of lakes, nice mountains, and like old castles and such? At least these are like three of the five stereotypes next to haggis and skirts, or kilts rather, that you get told about Scotland from outside. Bro, what is going on in the general chat? My drivers are idiots. The hell? Oh god. Okay, it seems like we're done. We're readying up. We're more mountains than castles up here. Yeah, the buildings are old and it's a vibe. Yeah, yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, no, old buildings. Real cool. Love it. But yeah, no more vacation days free this year. Maybe next year. Plus money issue, but yeah. So, are we finally getting into the race? Is the question. Is it going to start this time? Oh. Randro, the only one still loading. I guess it makes sense given he's from South America, other side of the world. But yeah, setup time. People hopefully have one saved. Otherwise, it's gonna be hella hard to recreate. Not sure if Astral did his on the fly. Strategy as well. I wonder if anyone decides to go with anything different. I think namely maybe Merc. Because everybody else was going medium soft or the other way around. Yep, Solar pinging everyone to remember their setup. There was one race where we restarted and Jimsky forgot to set his setup on Spa, I think, or he picked the wrong one or something. Okay, no, actually, we're starting already, so lights are on, and they're going out, and away we go. Let's see into turn one. Sid clearly ahead of Seagull. There's no changes in that position there. A lot of guys going on the grass, smoke physics everywhere. As Cherry lost a lot of places there, being pushed around the outside there. Martin going up on the inside, even trying to have a run at Lauda here. I think he's in good position to do so through the inside here. Lauda running wide. Rejoining behind Cherry even. And that is... yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say an eventless start because I think there were quite some changes in position, but at least one without further big crashes or so. Astral is somehow very far behind. I am not sure what exactly happened there though. Could have been a crash, could have been... yeah, I'm not sure. Merc stayed true to his hards, and so did Sid and Glenselk to their softs. Not sure if Noah had softs last time around, or Hansen. Can't quite remember that. A little bit of changes in positions further down here. But other than that, I think... oh, that must have been a small dive to some extent at least. Quick positional change here, but I did not think they were too close together. Astral getting a 3-second corner cut penalty in the first lap already. It's time to hop on board here. Martin, half on the grass here. Battling with Kingsman. Slight contact, but both of them go on. Running a little bit deep here is the Aston. Not gonna get the best line through here. Martin not really in striking distance neither. Now we will have to deal with DRS from now on. Raging Scottish noises, yeah. And yeah, currently thinking probably best to look at Glenselk here, who's gonna make a move on Fanta. The two of them are slightly falling behind Sid and Seagull. Up the inside goes Glenselk. Not much of a defense from Fanta, but I don't think you can really do much here. It's like so much DRS. speed that you get during this long curved straight. Hansen. This should be an easy move for him. I'm not sure why Noah would have tried to stick around the outside. I think at that point it was pretty evident he was not gonna stay in front. But he's still P12. He posted a gif of the cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro. With the caption, me on my way to finish P14. He's 2 places up on that for now. But yeah, we're currently having a nice little fight here with Hansen. And it seems like he might be able to overtake even. Though he is not gaining. Okay, yeah, honestly, the late stages of this DRS straight kick in mega heavy. He gained like 0.3 in the last third of the straight. Now ahead of Hansen here. Oh, shit. Is the counter coming immediately, though? Up the inside. Gets forced relatively close to the apex here by Noah driving a defensive line there, but I think Hansen will stay ahead for now. Jannemann just watching in a safe distance here, watching the Ferrari almost lose its car. So I think Jannemann is just gonna stay behind for now. I wonder what's happening further up here. Let's have a look at Martin and Kingsman 4P5. And then Randro's just behind them as well. Yep, that is an easy overtake. And Randro's just slipping through as well. These 3 here will change position quite a lot, I think. Oh, Seagull here, going into the middle sector. Kind of scary, honestly, if you're Sid. Oh my god, and there has been... Is it Merc? Yeah. Merc has spun in turn 1. Yeah, but Sid here has to watch Seagull just casually compete with him while his fresh softs are still good. And the mediums are already better, apparently. And there was a yellow in sector 2 there. Oh my. Yeah, it's that time of the year again. I think Martin has hit a wall. Oh, Martin side by side here with the Meals. Who's gonna, overtake him on the outside. Superior grip, because Martin was off track briefly beforehand. And he has the DRS. Oh, what? Okay. Kingsman just... Okay, he kept his composure, apparently. But it seemed like he almost spun. Further up here, I think Glenselk has just slotted into P4 with intention of staying there and trying to catch up to Seagull and Sid. Oh, the soft tires are already just starting to fall off. Could also be Randro, time penalty as well. Those things are flying left and right. I mean, one of the beauties of this track is the curbs are like mega flat. They don't really spin you a lot. So you can take a lot of them, but major disadvantage in that is you can take a lot of them, and you're gonna get a lot of penalties. Oh my god, yeah, Jannemann just breaks way later than Noah. Leaves him back past. Let's see. Emil's with another, or the first time penalty for himself here. And Randro. Yeah, he would drive through Kingsman if he could there. Seems to have a lot more speed in that first bit of Sector 2. Now, yeah, setting himself up for the corner here a little bit better. And taking a little bit of dirt on the front right. So not gonna help him accelerating out of this one. And I think with these two being a little bit slower around here right now, the following group has caught up again up until Hansen here. Yeah, Eric asking whether we just got started in Elite chat. Well, I guess we did. I'm curious about the strategy now. Like if it's the normal split between soft and medium, I'd suspect something like lap 13 to 16-ish for the soft runners to go pit and then go the rest on the mediums. Oh, nice opportunistic little dive by Cherry as Martin has briefly left the track there. Had dirty tires again. But he's looking to gain back the place he lost ASAP. Oh yeah, that is a lot of speed out of that one. Gonna gain a position on Cherry potentially, but probably both of them are just gonna overtake Lauda. Oh no, Lauda also with the DRS, so they don't get close enough. Oh, this looks so unplayable for Cherry though. Yeah. It's an easy fight in Martin's favor there. He's gotten such a nice line, such a good exit. 10-second penalty for speeding the pit lane is what you get these days. Okay, that is kind of crazy. Unless he just forgot that we have pit entry assist off and full sped into it. I think you get like more of a penalty if you actually don't even try to brake. Okay, but it's an exciting little duel here in the middle of the field. Let's see if we got some more moves coming up here. I think Randro is most certainly going to take that P5. I'm not entirely sure what Lauda and the kick is going to do here. Now they're just closing up, I guess, which is fair enough for them. They were like a good bit back beforehand. Now, yeah, they are way more in striking position. Further back there is, we could watch this for a change. Emils and Astral are battling it out here. Yellow flag, turn 1 there. This must be Solar then. Oh, Janneman getting up in the mix there. Lauda getting passed by both Janneman and Fer. Oh, that is. Oh, it's Hansen. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say that must be Cherry there, but it is actually Hansen a lap down. Well, and he almost played a little bit of a bigger part in this battle here, if he gave Astral DRS. Well, Hansen now retired in the pits. That is fair and square. I think at the point where you're being lapped in the game, there is really just way less of a point of going on because you can't unlap even with a safety car. Oh, Emil's here missing his entire front wing end plate. Also interesting. Further up, well, Flavio again gets a 10-second. Okay, and retires in the pits as well. Hunter is closing up on Sid, but Sid is losing out on Seagull. Seagull is once more. It's shaping up to be one of these Grand Prix where Seagull just drives away and is untouchable for the rest of the race. Not entirely sure what happened with the Yaneman. I feel like he was closer with the Kingsman Martin Cherry bundle for a little bit. Him and Lauda both lost big time, I think. Must have been some sort of collision there. Yaneman getting a corner cut penalty, I think, for running wide on the exit here. As Noah is attempting to follow and potentially attack Lauda. Glenn Selk also dropped down big time from Fanta. So I feel like the softs may really be on their last legs, and we see it here. Sid is coming in, 10-second penalty. Can you like make the penalties more extreme on this game? Because I feel like they are. Or they are just standard so extreme. Like 10 seconds is crazy. Wasn't it always 5? I mean, okay. But yeah, that's probably the answer. The softs are terrible at this point. It's not even been, I mean, I guess it's lap 13 now, but the only one out is the Ferrari of Noah still. Everybody else has already jumped ship, and understandably so, because the softs seemed really terrible at this point. So we're just driving a very long medium stint. A little bit of contact here between Kingsman and Randro, and Martin here, the bystander. Oh, and a little bit of a participant as well there, giving Kingsman a little slap on the cheek. Yeah, these guys are probably a good bit away from their stop then. It's gonna be lap 26. 24 at least, right? Yeah. Like 10 more laps on these mediums. But yeah, from what I've seen from Martin, you can drive pretty much an entire race on one compound if you want. It's very well possible with minimal wear. Oh my, Glenn Selk here on the fresh hearts. Trying to make his way past Emil's ASAP. Astral getting a corner cut warning. Martin up to P3. Yaneman getting another one. Didn't he get one last lap ago? That seems unfortunate, I guess. So, Glenn Selk versus Astral. How long will it take? Is it gonna be on the straight or before the straight already? A little bit of a slide there by the McLaren. Oh my god, and I see a little bit of a slide by the other McLaren there. Martin, by contact or not, has lost it in this very turn here. And has lost 5 positions as a consequence of that. Sid with the fastest lap. Yep, fresh mediums as well. Glenn Selk here flying past Astral. There's not really anything he can do. And Randro is going for hards as well. Wonder if medium hards is actually the strat and the soft tires are bait. But I guess Noah is still going as well. To his own good or not. As these guys are still fighting. As it is approaching rapidly though. Oh wait, and we can just Glenselk because he caught up to Noah way faster than I anticipated. I think the Ferrari should really dive into the pits at some point. Fanta actually going into the pits now for the hard tire then, presumably. So medium hard seems to be more of a popular strat as well. Not sure if there's going to be too many medium soft runners. So Glenselk around Noah, Noah into the pits if I see that correctly. Here we have Cherry and Kingsman. Battle for P2. And it seems like Cherry's coming out on top. So, oh yeah, actually Sid is also closing up rapidly here. He is just behind these two guys. And he may have undercut Seagull even, potentially. I mean, we will see how good the softs are if Seagull goes to the softs at some point. Or if the hards are just gonna outscale the mediums in the late stages of the race if Seagull goes for that. But it currently looks more like Seagull will extend until he can go to the softs. Yeah, there's not much of a fight here by Cherry. Trying to break Slipstream a little bit, but he knows it's Jova. And here we have Yanuman and Kingsman, both being overtaken by Fanta already. Wait, what? Oh, Kingsman's in the pits. Okay, yeah, I was like, how did Kingsman get there? But no, he was just pitting and just side by side with them. Actually, this is gonna be interesting. He's even coming out just behind Emils and Randro. Randro, of course, who he has fought for the majority of this race, but Emils, yeah, someone he wants to get past ASAP to stay with Randro. And Seagull is pitting, so it will be the hards for Seagull as well then. Yep. Yeah, okay, interesting. Sid here will have to push his tires very, very much. Ooh, Fanta has left the session. Actually, let me just invite him back real quick here. So that he can rejoin if he needs to. Yanuman into the pits. Gonna get fresh hearts here as well. And Emils is staying out. Might be the only one who's actually going soft medium. Everybody else has been taking medium hearts in the end. Oh no, Sid is going soft medium as well. Yeah. No, it's just Emils, the other one. The only one who takes the reverse strategy from mediums to soft. Last one to pit as well. Everybody else has been due to some other circumstance or yeah, whether they liked it or not. They've pitted already. So yeah. Fanta, of course, not there right now, if I'm not mistaken. Don't think he has rejoined already. So this is a relatively easy piece of cake for Glenselk here. Let's have a look at Kingsman, Cherry Randro instead. Emils into the pits as well, so he's gonna go hards from here on out as well, I think then. Oh, Randro with a corner cut. Okay, interesting. So it's really only Sid here who is taking the soft medium approach. Maybe he will even have to pit another time. I'm not entirely sure if that's his plan. But the gap he's gotten to Seagull right now is slowly shrinking. So it is already not a threat that saves him from Seagull until the end, regardless. And he has the 3-second corner cut penalty as well, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it even a 10-second? Oh yeah, it's a 10-second for speeding the pit lane. Okay, yeah. Pretty much over for him then, regardless. Oh boy. So Cherry passed Randro here. And Fanta has dropped down so much that he is now approached by this pack of drivers. Oh, Kingsman almost loses it on the inside curb. Cherry's just driving past, and so is Randro. Okay, yeah, it's a good battle, but let's look elsewhere while we have people driving close together. That's Noah and MQ here. Noah and MQ both, I guess, really. Still chances for the top 10, especially MQ, considering that everybody in front of him has time penalties. Had a pretty amazing performance last time round, securing P2 in Baku. But I think he's going to be happy enough with collecting points. But he does not have the same top speed that the Ferrari has. Not getting in range much to make a move here. Don't think this is gonna be enough neither. This is gonna bring him, yeah, about 3/10 close. But yeah, it really does seem like the DRS is not enough for him to get into a proper attacking position. Martin Jannemann caught up to Fanta. Okay. Checking. Fanta isn't like spamming me to invite him again on Steam. But it is not him, in fact. Oh. Let's not move away when we are finally seeing the overtake, or finally seeing MQ throw his car away. Neither happened though. Louder though. Little adventure off track just ahead of us. Noah. Going up the inside, and that is just... I'm actually not entirely sure if it was too greedy, or by whom it was too greedy. It was very greedy though. But yeah, that resolves the other battle as well, I guess. So back to Cherry. Randro has kind of been lost, I guess, now. There's another Alpine, that is Sola. Oh, he even gave Kingsman DRS here. That's helpful for the Aston, but not helpful enough to stay ahead. Yeah, and Seagull is slowly but steadily eating away. Oh my god. That looked like a crazy dive bomb until we swapped back, but I feel like it was probably all fair and square still. But yes, Seagull is rather eating fast away at Sid's lead here. Only 1.5 seconds now, and I think by this pace he's gonna have him by the end of this lap. Yeah, Seagull's pace has just been unreal. Let's be real, I guess. I really hard to contest for the other drivers here, even on inferior tire compounds. He's just 1.5 seconds behind now, and we still have a third of the race to go, where the tire difference that Sid and Seagull have here is only gonna be evolving into Seagull's favor. I mean, completely ignoring the fact that Sid also has a 10-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane, but yeah. Looking rough for him. So, 0.8 between the two. Seagull needs a good exit here, and I think the one he got is good enough. He will get the DRS. Even though he's more than a second away now, this is going to give him a good 10th. I think with this distance, he can't really profit too much from the slipstream. His turns are where he gains the time, though. Did only gain like a 10th or so on the main straight, but in the center S he got 2/10 alone. I think in the middle sector we're gonna see that as well. 0.6 after the second DRS straight. That's just gonna narrow down further and further through the upcoming few turns. If he makes no mistake, that is. But yeah, even though the first 2 turns of the middle sector were a little bit suboptimal. Oh, gained another 2/10 here. And now it's going to be hard for Sid to escape the power of the DRS here. He will give the slipstream to Seagull, plus the extra speed. Seagull has also gotten a full tank of energy that he could use if he so chose to. I think he's just gonna bleed Sid out here a little bit. Even though he can see the light flashing means that Sid is, I think, below 10% energy, so he knows that he can theoretically easily attack with the resources he has. Question is just when he's gonna do that. I'm taking this one very, very close. They can have better lines in the upcoming turns. And be closer by the end of Sector 2. Which he is currently. 0.2 behind. Could be the time for the attack that leads to an overtake here. Yeah, 0.2 is so close. He knows he does not even need to use overtake ERS. He's just gonna get it with the slipstream and DRS and the inside line into turn 1. I mean, it looks like he's backing out, but really he can't just match the overspeed here. Taking a little deeper run into turn 1 to get a better exit here, but I think Seagull is just gone if you're not ahead of him into this. Martin has not spun. No, he has actually. He has spun again. Lost a couple of positions again. And so did Brandro just now in turn 1. He's about to rejoin the track here. Behind Solar, I think. And yeah, Seagull is just gone. Oh boy, it's a little bit of a tough one for Sid here, really. And I think Fanta might be back. I think he's not lost that much time anymore, but I might just be wrong here. Cherry and Kingsman still fighting for P5, even though it's not, or rather P4. It's not really a fight, given that Cherry does not have the time penalty, and until he gets one, as long as he stays with Kingsman, gonna get that P4 in the end regardless. Yeah, for Glenside, there's still a P2 on the line here, I guess. If Sid's tires go down rapidly now, I think he only has 3 seconds of time penalties. And, oh boy, speeding the pit lane for Randro. And retired. Yikes. Not a good day for the Red Bulls. But yeah, what I was saying before, I think, is that Glenside still has a shot at P2. If he gets within 7 seconds of Sid, I think, because Glenside should have a 3-second time penalty and Sid has a 10-second one. And the tires of Sid, the 16 lap old mediums, should slowly but steadily get worse and worse. I'd maybe go as far even to say that Cherry and Kingsman have a chance at P3 if the tire deck is especially big. I guess these two should be gaining on Glenside as well. They have slightly fresher tires and they have each other, of course, to give each other slipstreams and DRS. The two kicks here, changing positions. The other noticeable battle that's going on right now. I don't think there's going to be another change into turn 4. So yeah, these two currently in the last 2 points positions. Just gonna go on with the day as usual. Noah kinda falling a little bit behind of them here. 2.5 seconds now. Anything else? I can see the difference between Sid and Seagull already here. I wonder if he's just gonna pit at some point and go for fastest lap, but to be fair, he probably knows that he can't even afford to pit that much because... Oh, actually, he would serve his 10-second time penalty. I mean, I guess he wouldn't have it in the end then, but he would lose an extra 10 seconds on a pit stop. Not sure if he's aware of it. I mean, I think he probably should just go to the end on his mediums regardless. As of now, fortunately for him, it doesn't even make a difference that he has this time penalty. He's more than 10 seconds ahead of the car behind anyways. And he's behind Seagull. So he'd come out exactly where he is right now. For Kingsman, that's yet to be decided. Actually, let's jump to Emil's here. Want to see some different cars from time to time. So yeah, these two might be having a battle in a bit. So, possible move here already. 0.4 is a good distance to have at the start of the straight, and with a small tap on the ERS button, Emils is already up to 0.2, and that lead of Noah quickly vanishes as soon as the DRS comes into play as well. Oh, he holds strong on the inside, and that is... Yeah... Not the biggest amount of space that was left for Emils there, and oh boy. I'm not sure if Noah himself accelerated out of that corner so slowly, or if he went slow to leave Emils past, but... Yeah, that was like... Verstappen style leaving someone past. So let's see here. Kingsman and... Jerry. Changing positions once more. Okay, Randro is not too happy. So... Yeah, apparently there was some sort of contact that led to him wanting to retire the car. Lauda being overtaken by MQ again. These two, they are slowly but steadily making progress here to get Lauda out of the range of the cars outside of the top 10. Okay, never mind. Render just saying he drove badly, so he deserved to DNF. That. It's only 4 more laps, honestly. I did not realize how quick we were going through this race. I swear, like last time we looked, we were on 24 laps or so. So yeah, not much more time to really do too much by anyone here. Darren Kingsman exchanging positions once more. I think Merck gets the penalty as well here. Let's see the penalties. Glenselk is on 6 seconds, so Cherry could get P3 if he stays within these 6 seconds here. Gonna get past Kingsman regardless. Lauda here. Okay, he's getting DRS, but otherwise he almost dropped out of MQ's DNS range. DRS. I'm fairly... I hope Lauda is not standing in MQ's DNS range. I think this... yeah, DNS is, I think... Yeah, no, okay. No, this is... It's not getting better. So, Noah versus Emils. Oh boy. This almost losing his car there on the curb. Losing a little bit of time as well, 0.3 or so. And there's Kingsman gone by again. I mean, this helps these two if each of them like drive a clean lap otherwise. It's sort of like, you can think of it like the car in front, Kingsman in this case, yeah. He would drive the exact same pace and speed as Glenselk is right now, right? But Cherry overtakes him, so he is getting like a few meters or something on the position that Kingsman would usually have and on the position that Glenselk would usually have by the DRS if all of them drive the same pace virtually. So overtaking each other every single lap brings you a few meters or a few tenths even per lap that you just gain by doing this over and over in each DRS zone to the car in front, which is Glenselk, which is to assume neither of the two make any mistakes here. So yeah, they are now in a 4-second window. I think it's been 6 seconds a couple of laps back. I'm pretty sure they won't reach Sid anymore unless he speeds in the pits again, which I doubt he's going to go there. I guess Puncture could help him as well, but yeah. Lauda might be making a move on MQ here again, but actually he's just backing out of it entirely. There's only 2 more laps, and both of them on pretty old hard tires. Positional change there between Noah and Emils, and of course I swap back from MQ and Lauda just as they drive past each other. Oh boy, and Cherry must have made some sort of mistake here, I think. What has happened here? 1.5 seconds away now. This is getting very close now with his P3 here even. It's dumping a whole lot of ERS here. It's gonna have to drive a clean last lap. 4.6 seconds. Oh no, 5.6 seconds is what's currently keeping Glenselk and Cherry apart. Astral leaving them past as well here. That's 5.2 now, so he is in P3 range right now. I think a bit further up, Seagull is entering his last turn of the race here. It's gonna be another dominant performance by the Gull himself. And another race win for him. Sid takes another P2. And we're gonna find out who's gonna be P3 by the end of this straight as well. It looks like Cherry has it. 4.7 seconds. I don't think you can blunder 1.3 seconds on one straight alone unless they run out of fuel now. But they're not doing that. Cherry gets P3 ahead of Glenselk and Kingsman. Fanta, might snipe P5. Nope, it's not quite there. 6th in the very end. Yanuman coming home to P7 most likely. And yeah, I think Martin is not changing any position here anymore neither. They're just too far apart of everybody else. Yeah, Cherry, very happy about that. Congrats, mate, to the podium. MQ getting P9 in the end. And then we have Lauda in the end. Oh, Merc apparently snatched fastest lap in the very end. I did not see that, unfortunately. Yanuman driver of the day, I mean, I guess supposedly so. Rather easy if you start from the back. You get a lot of overtakes, which is, I think, the main criteria that the game looks at. So, yeah. Eagle very mad about Merc stealing fastest lap, even though he needed 2 attempts, apparently. Let's go Cherry. I am all for that as well. Seagull and Sid, I think, are just, yeah, Verstappen and Hamilton in this season here. If you go back to, I don't know, 2020 or something. They are, yeah, the two forces of nature that you can't really get around. But then Cherry here, outstanding effort to be best of the rest here on the podium. Gets home in P3. Very nicely done by him after the already very strong performance. Just a little bit unfortunate with the safety car last time round. And with the penalty removals, of course. So yeah. What a race. What a race. I think that's it from us now. Yeah. From me. Not much more to say from my part. Was an entertaining race in my think this. I hope you have the last very enjoyable few hours till the weekend is over. And we'll see next week, hopefully, same time. And this time it's gonna be Belgium yet again on the calendar. Absolute fight to. So yeah. See you then. Till then. Good night. Someone could have told me I never unmuted the audio again. But, anyway. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.